Hello. Now, today I'm going to teach you how to fake good memories. So, during this lockdown, we're all spending so much time with our children. You know, you're basically sitting on the sofa watching Netflix and having this guilty face that you could have been spending time with your child. Well, you don't have to. What you can do is you can create the false memory by actually pretending that you did something together, and later you will even have a proof. Mama, I remember how, because no matter how good you treat them or how much you ignore them, in the end they will always come back saying to you, you never spent enough time with me. And then you will be, no, what are you talking about? Remember, we did this together. And you can do this together, of course, if you're a good parent. But if you're stressed parent, you can just let them do the drawing and then color it yourself. Or color it together. I mean, up to you. I mean, your conscience you have to deal with later. Here, I will teach you how to achieve this 3D effect. And when they do quickly crackle, you'll be like, is this what you meant? You meant the clown? Or even something advanced. Look at the portrait. I have another portrait here. Oh, look at these crabs and turtles. Can you believe a 5-year-old child did it? Another portrait. You could think, early Picasso. No, early my child. With little help of Mama. What you will need to do first, you will need to first practice on something which is not very spectacular, like nothing to be proud about. For example, this drawing I found that my kid made a year or 2 years ago, and I will use it as a example how to create the shape on the flat drawing. I have a lot of colored pencils, so it's better to divide them immediately on greens, blues, violets, reds, yellows, orange. Then you know where to reach your hands to. Very good tip. So I start with painting this funny. It doesn't have to be the actual color of let's make it skin color, right? I start with a very peachy pencil and cover it all. And I'll take a brown pencil. I press harder in the edges and softer, lighter when we move away from the edge. And here I'll take reddish kind of brown. If you don't have so many pencils, not so many colors, just work with whatever colors you have. It doesn't have to be brown, just take any dark color, green, whatever. It's a children's drawing, it doesn't have to be accurate. I mean, The funnier it is, the better in the end, right? I cannot imagine how much fun it is. Like really, everyone has to try. I make darker circles around the eye. And that way it will look as if they're in depth, creating depth. Now I'll take this ochre color and cover it, and it will look like a talking bread. You can use any office paper, like any paper. It doesn't have to be special paper. The one that we're using for aquarels, the one that we're using for watercolor is too grainy, and it will eat your pencil. Like you just do a couple of strokes and half of a pencil is gone. So just use a simple paper. Here I'm adding some orange. Creating melange. Some blue. I don't have any plan in particular in mind. I'm just playing with it. It's like his hair is burning with a blue fire. Talking bread on fire. For the inside of the mouth, I take dark pencil, because whatever is inside is always darker. Whatever is on the surface or popping up, like the more it's popping up, the lighter it is. Maybe he deserves to have a tongue. And with black, I'm making it even more darker. And I return to brown. Do the edges. Oh, the eyes. There, get some green eyes. Another yellow layer. Why not? Is even more bready now. And this square of his body, to make it interesting, we can make the effect as if it's shining from the inside, and it's very easy to achieve. Take a color and make the edges of the shape dark and press lighter when you move toward the center. Do the same here. Press hard. Press lighter. smooth the thing. Make it smooth, make it smooth. And somehow I'm a happy owner of this fluorescent pencil. So I'm going to use it now. If you don't have it, just skip it. Just skip this step if you don't have a fluorescent pencil. Or you can use yellow, like Lemonese yellow. That. Actually, I'll go ahead and use a Lemonese yellow on top of what I've just did, just to see what's gonna happen here. Now it's shining with a pinkish yellow light. So our talking bread has very thin hands and legs. We can make it thicker. Because since we are vandalizing the drawing of the kid, just go all the way, like no time to stop. Little feet. I take a dark brown and outline little legs and little shoes. It's always good to add a background color. Can be gray. You know why? Because when you use gray color in the colorful drawing, then all the other colors suddenly look much more colorful. If you use just colorful colors, just bright colors, it will be messy. So it's very much okay to use gray or some calm, cold, brown background. So that was our Übung. And now let's move to, I'd like to move to a complicated composition. The outlines made a couple of hours ago by my incredible kid. And I guess I'll start with the tree. And when you see the tree stand, don't grab the brown pencil immediately and start, tree stand must be brown. It's everything. It's so many colors can be in a tree stand. I would say go with the gray first. And let's imagine that our source of light is coming from here. And that will apply on all the objects in this beautiful, complicated composition. So, take a blue pencil. And I cover the part of a tree stand that is in the shadow. And here I go layering the colors. I wouldn't mind some violet in here. Why not? And maybe some orange. Don't be afraid to go over the colors that are already applied. Because when you're layering the colors one on another, you achieve some other color, which will be very beautiful in the end. And yellow, because this is where the sun hits our beautiful tree. Maybe some cold green. Really use as many colors as you wish. Some red. And here's our favorite brown. There's a hole in the tree, and inside there's an oiler owl. It can have a little gray face and a red beak. Beautiful blue eyes. And here I take a black pencil and I go over the owl too. Because it's inside, it cannot stick out too much, which means it deserves a thin layer of darkness. As we said earlier, whatever sticks out and pops out is light, and whatever is inside and there's not too much light hitting the object, then it's dark. Putting some little stuff on the tree. There's much more leaves in here. So, okay, let's do yellow. Let's do light blue. And let's take our green. We see a beautiful girl sitting at the branch of a tree. The hands. Maybe darker is better. Okay. And her hair. And now I will add some color on top. Let's make it yellow. The dress can be pink, because if it's not pink, Sarah will be very upset. To give it more shape, I'll add some violet in the corner, darker to the edges, lighter to the center. Here's your little legs. There's a spider hanging from the tree, and it can be lila. The eyes, the legs. Balloons. With balloons, we're going to do, like as I explained before, we do this how do you call it, sphere, right? Is that right in English? Oh, correct me if not. So, and to create the sphere, we go dark in the center, lighter in the middle, and then it looks like a Luftballon. Maybe a little bit even darker here. Red, see, darker in the edges and lighter to the center. Hey, fluorescent pink, come here. Yoo-hoo. I can add some yellow here and some yellow here. Why? Because I can. It has the eye. It's something between an airplane and the fish. She said that this is where the pilot is sitting. Here is our airplane Raketa fish. And now I'm moving to the cat. I'll be making cats because basically now you know what to do. You know that you can mix all the colors on the object as much as you want to. No rules, no nothing, no obligations. And now the bird. And this pretty vegetation over here. Vegetation doesn't always have to be green, you know. And here comes giraffe. And oh, maybe I'll do all this pumpkin with different colors and see what's gonna happen. And butterflies with their fat buttery bodies. And I was using reds, yellows and greens, and I left blue for the background, for the sky. I'm not going to make like all of it, I'm not going to cover all of it, but here and there. It can be turned into an endless action. So just stop whenever you have something else to do or too tired of it. I hope you liked this video. Please comment with the picture so I could see what you did.